Hello, Niyamuda here. So someone sent me this design right here, and what we're going to do in today's tutorial is to revamp the design, to redesign it, to make it better, to improve on it. Right? We will retain all the information right here, but let's work on it and make it better. Now, if you notice, one thing you will find here is number one, this image is compressed. Right? It's a problem. Right? Never ever compress your image. You can notice that this image was compressed. All right. Also, you will notice that this design is fighting for space. There is no space. Everywhere is jam packed. Look, there's no space. All right. It's fighting for space. Look at how this pay into is touching this part. Everything is just crowded. So it means that there are more information here, and you want everything to be big. You know those kind of client that tell you that increase the font, make it big, and yet you know that the size of canvas you're using is very small. So what the first you want to do is to make the size bigger. So that's what we're going to do first. Okay, we're going to make a bigger size. So we're going to use 966 pixel for the width, and then we're going to retain the height 1280. We're going to get something like this, right? Okay. Now, as a designer, you need to learn how you can actually manage your space very well. This is what mastering your craft is all about. All right. Plan your work from your drawings and execute it into your design app. So let's just begin with a plain stuff like this, a plain canvas. All right. Now, before we start, so I'm going to be referring to this particular design right here. Okay, so let me remove these ones, remove this. All right, I'm going to be referring to let's go again. All right, so I'm going to be referring to this design. All right, so we notice that there are 4 buses here for the different networks: MTN, Airtel, Glo, and 9 Mobile. And then this is Fumi Connect data subscription. All right, let's forget about that. Give it a caption and then create the order balance. Let's go. All right, so this is it. Now let's start with the Fumi Connect. So let's say Fumi Connect. All right, data subscription, right? Okay, so let's start with that. Let me come here. Alright, and let's use a very simple font. Alright, let's say let's make this like the logo. Okay, alright, so data subscription is there. Alright, okay, so we can reduce it like this. All right, let's change the font. Let's use something like this. All right, so that's the first thing, right? No problem. The next thing we want to do is this right now. All right, let's get an heading. Okay, let's get an heading. Okay, so let's say get more. So let's say more data. All right, so let's assume that we're going to use this one. Let's say more data. Let's use B-bands. Okay, more data, right? All right, let's make it bold. Okay, go to padding and pad this guy out. So I'm just trying to give it an heading. So let's say more data, less money. All right, so that is just the heading I want to give to it. Okay, all right, so we need a model. We need an image that that shows that somebody's enjoying something from the internet. It could be music or anything, but just have someone that's pressing phone or holding a phone. So this lady right here depicts someone that is happily enjoying data or usage. She's on her phone, she's doing something with her phone. We don't know what she's doing with her phone, but we know that she's doing something with her phone. So I'm going to put the image right there like this. All right, so I'm just going to work on it a little just to bring out the color a little more. Reduce this guy to reduce this. Okay. All right, so I have something like this. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is this right here. All right, so we've got something like this. So already we have having a feel of the work now. So why I'm going to put those boxes now, there are different ways you can do that. Now you can get a box like this, let it be a rectangular box, but let it be vertical. So let me just use this color for example. Right, so I could put it like this. All right, and I could put another one like this. Okay, then I could put another one like this. Then I could put the last one here. Now these four already shows that this is gonna work. Okay, so let's try it. Now to do that, we're going to adjust these guys very well. So I'm going to make an adjustment. Okay, all right, so having done that, the next thing I want to do is to change the colors. So usually most people start with MTN. Okay, it's not a must, but you can start with MTN also. So let me use yellow here. The next one could be red. All right, the next one could be okay, the same one. Then this one could be glow. So let's say something like this or this. All right, so already we have our layout and everything well structured now. So I could come over here and I will make this 100% black like this. All right, then I'll choose it for this also. All right, or you could decide to change the color. All right, okay. Now if you notice that this phone is kind of, so let's copy this, let's go to color, let's reduce this. So we have that, then we'll come over to stroke, then we'll reduce it to maybe 1, so we can bring it here again. Then we try to adjust it very well. All right, so if you've gotten to this point, the next thing you want to do is to fix all these options here. Okay, so I'm just going to use one. I'm just going to use one. All right, so let's say 500 MB going for 500 MB going for 200 naira. Then let's say 1 gig going for how much? Let's say 350. All right, so that's how you just go ahead and all right, so we'll have something like this, right? Okay, so we can just increase like this, then we just come over here and just increase the spacing. All right, so we've got it. Then we'll come over here, make this 100% black. All right, so we'll have this, right? Okay, cool, very very cool. So if you've gotten this, now what you want to do is to let's use it for the older ones. Okay, so I'm not going to edit it, I'm just going to use the same figures. So I'm going to copy this, I will put it right there. All right, I'll copy this, I'll put it right there. For this I'm going to use black. All right, okay, so I have these figures right here now. So let me bring in the various what's it called. Okay, so let's bring MTN first. All right, so I'm going to put it right there. Okay. All right, so I'm going to bring it to the front like this. All right, so for 9 mobile, let me use this. All right, just bring it right here. This Airtel. Okay. All right, so if you wanted both colors to be the same, we just have to copy the color from Airtel, but let's leave it like that. Then we can come over here and we can do this glow. All right, so for glow we have this guy. All right, so you just put it there like that, and then we have 9 mobile here. Okay, so let's adjust this. All right. Okay. So we have something like this. Okay, so more data, less money. Okay, now you're gonna have other stuff here, so let's check. So all valid for 30 days. All right, so where we're going to put that information is going to be at the bottom here. So we're going to put it at the bottom here. So write all valid for 30 days. All what? Okay, so let's say all subscription or all data subscription valid for 30 days. So put it at the bottom here, right? Okay, so I'm going to move everything to the top, like so. I'm going to 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1. All right, so take this also 1 2 3 4, and I will move it to the top like this. Okay. All right, so this information is going to be here. So what about this lady? All right, this lady right here, her legs. We need something else. All right, that's going to serve as a block in here, so that we can get other information written there. So to do that, I'm just going to send this to the back, and I'll send a lady to the back. No, let me bring these to the front. Let's send these to the front too. All right, let's send these to the front, and let's send every other information to the front. All right, so we're just going to come over here, and we'll send this to the front, send this to the front. All right, we'll bring this to the front, bring this to the front. All right, this to the front, this to the front. All right, we've got everything back again. Okay, so we can decide to move it here, and then we'll add the other information. So the other information is the payment details. All right, so we have a payment details here. So it's not a must you put your payment detail, but we just have to follow the example here. So it says pay into, and then the person's account details. So we'll put just a dummy account here. So let's say Lorem. All right, let's say this is the person's account details. All right, then we'll copy this, and then the number is going to be there. All right, the figures are going to be there like this. Okay, so let's say 080 just put something there. All right, and then the bank. Okay, so in this case it's going to be OPay. All right, so it's not a must you put the logo. You can actually write it OPay. Right, but if you just want to add some kind of beauty to your work, you can actually put the logo if you want it. All right, like I said, it's not a must. So for me, I'm gonna use it, so I'm gonna put it right there. Okay, so for contact, you're gonna have the WhatsApp number, so that somebody can actually see your flyer, and it will be easy for them to call or WhatsApp you to tell you that they are interested in your services. That is because probably they like your price. Okay, so we're gonna put the phone number there. All right, so I want the phone number to be long. like using Bibans. Okay, so this guy is what I'm going to use. All right, so there are actually two phone numbers, so I'm just going to duplicate this one and put it there like this. All right, so if you have gotten to this point, then you're done with the design already. All right, so this is white we're using, so I can actually change this. All right, I can actually change this if I want to, or just increase the color a little, and then you're good to go. So now we have been able to change the design from this to this. All right, now remember that the goal of every design is to effectively pass a message to an intended audience. So if your message is not well communicated, people will not be able to take action. All right, so there should be a call to action in all your designs, and the call to action should be very, very clear so that people know exactly what you are telling them to do, what message you are passing across to them. In this case, this person wants to tell you that he has affordable data and you can get them with the price listed here. You can pay into the account details, and you can also get the information by calling or sending a WhatsApp message to this number. You see how easy it is. Very, very cool. My name is Niyamuda, and I hope you learned one or two things from this particular tutorial. All right, you can see the background I use is simple and the message is well communicated. You don't need to make everything so complex. Actually, sometimes simplicity does the work. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends, and come back always for more tutorials like this, and I'll see you.